After my first video about a budget gaming headset, link to that can be found in the description, gained some popularity, a company called Afunta reached out to me regarding one of the headsets that they sell that retails for just £12.99 or just under 20 bucks. At first wary that what I was going to be sent was going to be a little bit terrible, I looked into it further and saw some surprisingly good reviews on Amazon, and so I agreed to check it out, and what they sent me my way far surpassed my expectations. I introduced to you the Letton G5 headset. Before we get too far in, let me first assure you that I am in no way obligated to give a positive review of this headset. All the opinions and thoughts in this video are entirely my own, and I will also be giving this headset away, so stick around to the end of the video to find out more about that. Now, I don't like to spend too long talking about the packaging, but I think it's worth pointing out how minimalistic the packaging for this product is. The outside of the box has some strange font on it that for some reason reminds me of a certain other gaming peripherals manufacturer that also associates with the colour green, alongside some tech specs and other info. Inside the box you'll find the headset wrapped in a bubble wrap bag, which isn't the most elegant of solutions, but I think that's important to remember that to make a product so cheap they have to cut corners, and I'd rather that the manufacturer cuts corners on the packaging than on the product itself. So, bundled with the product you get an adapter to use the headset with an Xbox 360, and also an adapter to combine the microphone input and headphone output of your computer into a single 4-pole 3.5mm jack, which is incredibly useful as most desktops use separate outputs, but certain laptops like mine and also mobile phones use the combined 4-pole jack. So let's get into the headset itself. It's not the most attractive of products, and I'm personally not a fan of glossy black surfaces, but with the tasteful blue accents, it's not the most ugly headset that I've ever seen by a long shot. The whole build feels a little bit loose and rattly, but it seems to stay in one piece relatively well, at least for the time that I've had it. The ear cups can be adjusted with 9 very clicky levels of adjustment and have a little bit of movement, not tons, but enough to ensure that they can find the right angle for your head. The cushions are covered in a nice pleather material, as is the headband, which is firm but gives a nice seal around your ears and comforts your upper head, but some particularly sweaty people might have some trouble with this material. The relatively weak clamping force that seems to weaken more over time, combined with the fact that this product only weighs about 266 grams, means that this headset is surprisingly comfortable to wear over long periods of time. However, it isn't as secure on your head as I'd like, but then I personally prefer headphones with quite a high clamping force. On the right ear cup, you'll find a whole lot of nothing, but on the left ear cup, you've got the microphone and the non-detachable cable, which is about 5 feet long, features an inline volume control, which is very nice to see, and terminates in a 3.5mm jack. Hurrah! This, of course, means that you can use this headset with a phone, tablet, whatever it is that you want, and thanks to the 4-pole jack, you can also use the microphone with certain devices too. For example, if you need to take a call on the go with this headset, you can, but I'm sure that there are much more elegant solutions. The microphone swivels down, and this is where you'll find my main gripe with this product. It is insanely clicky and requires way too much force. In fact, it requires so much force that I feel like I need to keep hold of the headset while I fold it down to avoid pulling the entire thing off my head. On the subject of the microphone, this is what it sounds like straight out of the headset, which is actually way better than I expected, especially considering the price. For comparison, this is what the Gamecom 780's microphone sounds like that costs about twice as much as this headset. For a full review of this headset, there is a link down below in the description. Now onto the sound quality of this headset. It's nowhere near the analytic and high resolution sound that is boasted on the box, but it's not half bad. It's comparable to the more expensive Gamecom 780s with punchy bass, but not overpowering, and good highs and mids, with minimal distortion at even high volumes. The headset seems to favour low frequencies and provides good music listening experience, but is not as great as I'd hoped for gaming. The emphasis on the lows means that gunfire and explosions sound epic, but footsteps are a little bit harder to pick out than I'd like. If you're into the tech specs, then it has 40mm drivers with a frequency response of 20Hz to 20 kHz, a sensitivity of 110 decibel sound pressure level per milliwatt, 32mm impedance, and a maximum power output of 30 milliwatts. The microphone has a frequency response of 50Hz to 10 kHz with a sensitivity of -38 decibel volt per pascal. In conclusion, if you can overlook the ridiculously stiff microphone, this product has some seriously strong aspects that impress me a lot, especially considering that the whole thing costs under £15. Obviously, there are much better headsets out there for more money, and I will always recommend a pair of headphones and a standalone microphone over a gaming headset if you want the best. But if you ever find yourself in a pinch and need a decent cheap headset, the Letton G5 is by far a solid choice. Now, as I said at the start of this video, I will be giving away this headset, so if you want to be in with a chance of winning that, make sure that you're subscribed here and head over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MadDirtMonkey. There is a link in the description to that, where I stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and I'll be giving this headset away when I hit 500 followers, so I'd appreciate it if you could help me out with that. But that's all from me, guys. Don't forget to leave me a like if you found this video helpful. Have a happy new year, and I will catch you in the next video. See you later.